Right, 24 August 2024. And today I'm very excited to be giving you my evening update on all the things that have been happening in Zimbabwe today. It's been a very busy day, and the amount of confusion in Zimbabwean politics is increasing. It's clear that there is need for a new shift, and it's clear that there is a need for something big to happen so that action can start again. There is so much confusion. People are just moving around up and down, and it's not clear what is going to happen next. But tomorrow is going to be a very critical day. Every single Zimbabwean is awaiting the revelations by popular award-winning Zimbabwean journalist Hopewell Chin'ono, who has said he's going to reveal details about what happened before the elections, not only on Nelson Chamsia's side, but also on Mnangagwa's side. So the revelations, many people have confused what Hopewell Chin'ono said. Hopewell Chin'ono has said he's going to reveal details on both sides. And this is what people are awaiting. People who are serious about politics, they are awaiting to see what Hopewell Chin'ono is going to reveal. So today, Nelson Chamsia has been out for the first time. Nelson Chamsia is rarely out these days. And today he was out. He went to a chicken inn takeaway shop. And let me see if I've got a picture of Nelson Chamsia at one of these takeaway shops where he went today. He was surrounded by a lot of kids and also some women. And I have a feeling that this was somewhere on the way to his rural home, if I'm not mistaken. This looks like a takeaway shop. I don't want to make a prediction here, but probably Kokunana Chivu, those little chicken inns over there. So this is quite interesting to see Nelson Chamsia coming out, and he said he's being shown a lot of love. However, I want to say Nelson Chamsia is quite well placed because people love him. He's got a lot of followers. Unfortunately, that is not enough. So what is happening now is not enough for Nelson Chamsia to get the presidency. ZANU-PF has already started campaigning, and ZANU-PF is campaigning inside the CCC or inside the opposition. They are going in to take supporters from the leadership of the CCC. They've realized that this is the best idea to poach leaders from inside the CCC. And yesterday, they opened their doors to CCC. CCC journalists were allowed to come into the ZANU-PF head office, and they walked around freely. They had interviews. I've shared with you an interview which was held with Christopher Mchangwa by the Citizens Voice Network. They were allowed inside the ZANU-PF, and they interviewed Christopher Mchangwa. This is the interview that they did here. So ZANU-PF is allowing CCC to go inside ZANU-PF, and I know that this is not normal. There is no way that CCC and ZANU-PF can share the table. It's not. It's an abomination for this to happen. In the days that I know of politics, ZANU-PF and the opposition are like cat and mouse. Right now, as you speak, 81 people, 81 opposition activists are in jail. They've been jailed by ZANU-PF. There is no way that suddenly ZANU-PF is going to love CCC. So the CCC guys are they're cheating themselves if they think that they can have a love relationship with ZANU-PF. And when I talk about CCC guys here, I'm talking about the mayors. The mayors of CCC have attended the Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. Guys, this is crazy. I've never seen anything of this nature in my whole life. Let me show you a picture. So these are CCC mayors from across the country. All of them, without fail, they've attended the meeting of ZANU-PF, where ZANU-PF slogans were being chanted, and where David Coulthard was the only mayor that did not attend. and he was being insulted, he was being called names for not attending. And I'm just looking for that picture of the CCC mayors. So what you are looking at here is a need for a total refresh. What we have is not right. So on my screen right now, you've got all the mayors of CCC. This is all of them, without fail. The only mayor that did not attend this meeting is David Coulthard, the mayor of Bulawayo. That man is amazing. He is one of the best mayors in the city or in the country of Zimbabwe. He did not attend this meeting of the ZANU-PF School of Ideology, Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. And these guys got certificates. For example, this is the certificate of the mayor of Harare, Mayor Jacob Mafume, basic orientation course, 10624. They attended a 3-day course at the Rainbow Towers, Harare. So the opposition party is being given instructions by ZANU-PF of how to proceed as an opposition party. If you go to gambago.com right now, you are going to see the curriculum of this course that they attended. It's amazingly crazy to see all these people attending the Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. It has been slammed by Job Scholar. Job Scholar says this is a crazy thing to ever happen. And if you go to Gambago, you will see that this is the next story, almost at the top. And I've also shared here the actual course, what they were studying. So if you look at the course that they were studying, so let's look at what they were studying here. National anthem, welcome, then national ideology. They spend almost 2 hours on national ideology, another 2 hours on national ideology, the role of government in local authorities, protocol, social political governments in Zimbabwe, media and communication, current affairs, Zimbabwe economy, national defense and security, national heritage, and then closing remarks. This is what our mayors were being taught. It's got nothing to do with running a council. It's propaganda, and they're being taught how to behave like ZANU-PF. They were also taught how to do the ZANU-PF slogan. Can you believe that CC opposition members were taught to do slogans of ZANU-PF? So this is what has been happening in our country. And as young people, we need to wake up. The future that is coming needs young people to stand up and take their place. Do not delegate your responsibilities to other people. Do not say, what is Gambago doing? Don't say, what is Hopewell doing? What is Chamsia doing? What is Mkwananzi doing? The question is, what are you doing? That is what you need to ask yourself. Now, I want to go to an interesting sideshow. And this is Passion Java. Passion Java is doing very, very well. So Passion Java has bought a new shopping mall. And I want to show you a video which is on the Denny show. I don't think that is the real show, but it says the Denny show there. There must be another name missing there. This is Passion Java's house. The first time that you've seen Passion Java's house from this angle. This is an amazing house. It's undergoing renovations. And I just want to show you the neighborhood. So using a drone, they've gone above the house. And this is what it looks like behind Passion Java's house. And also, if you look on the left, this is an area which is very wealthy. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Maryland. He's currently undergoing some renovations. If you look on the left there, at the top, he's adding 3 new floors. He's also adding an entertainment area at the center there. And on the front, he's adding another entertainment area. And on top of that, you've got that top where people sit. But I want to draw your attention to the back on the right. You can see that there's a nice road at the back there and smaller house over there. Passion Java has recently bought a mall. So this is the shopping mall that Passion Java has bought. I apologize for the quality of the picture there, but this is the mall that Passion Java has bought. Passion Java doing very, very well over in the United States. And it turns out that Java has slowed down. He's no longer going hard against many people, against many prophets. So go check out that video. I see that only a few people have seen it, about 40,000 people. Normally, a video like that needs to have no less than 100,000 people viewing it. So go check it out, Passion Java in the Jenny Show. What else do I want to show you? I want to just go a little bit into what is going to be happening. Obviously, I've given you what is going to be happening tomorrow. Everyone is awaiting the Gerard Ango Jed live with the Hopewell Chin'ono. So if you go to Gerard Ango Jed here, you're going to see that he has already advertised it and he has pinned it. So that is the current affairs show of Gerard Ango Jed Belts. I'm going to be streaming this live tomorrow when it happens at 5 p.m. UK time, which is 7 p.m. Zimbabwe time. We are expecting Hopewell Chin'ono to come out and say something here, something big. We want to see his allegations coming out. We want to see him talking and giving his views. When I see Hopewell Chin'ono most of the time, I've never seen him talking about himself, personal events around himself. Mostly it's about other people. This is the first time that Hopewell Chin'ono is going to be talking about himself and his views on an issue that only himself knows. Because here he's revealing what he knows, what he's gone through. Hopewell Chin'ono has been a personal friend of Nelson Chamsia. He has gone into his house. So Chin'ono is going to be revealing details that are going to break a friendship. So a friendship is going to be broken tomorrow. Hopewell Chin'ono and Chamsia, there is not going back after this day. This is the last day that Hopewell Chin'ono and Nelson Chamsia are going to be friends. If Hopewell Chin'ono fails to reveal details, he's going to lose all credibility. Next time he says he wants to reveal something, people are going to say, that one is just saying something. So tomorrow is D-Day for both men. Nelson Chamsia has said he's got nothing to hide. Hopewell Chin'ono has said Nelson Chamsia is holding back the opposition. That's a serious allegation by Hopewell Chin'ono. Simba Chikanza has been screaming, like jumping this side and screaming, jumping that side and screaming, starting a petition to say, don't do this to anyone. So Simba Chikanza has gone and started a petition to say, don't watch anyone who talks about Hopewell. I don't think that is the way to go, guys. And my belief is that every issue must be discussed. If there's one person watching me, one only, in fact, it will be two. It will be Mnangagwa, Chamisa, and Mahere. Those are the only three people who will be watching me, right? So on this live, if there are three people watching me, it will be those three. I really don't mind if I lose everyone, because my interest is, let's discuss all the issues. Let's make sure that someone who wants to talk, talks, and then we see if it makes sense or not. We don't want tomorrow to wake up and say, maybe Pachine, another thing which is missing. We don't want that. We want everything to be exposed. If there's an allegation, make all your allegations and finish. Don't do what Ibo Mandaza did, which is to say, I will say it, but I won't say it. I won't give evidence because I will review other people. Those are the kind of things that we don't want. We want people who come out and say what they want to say and finish. So tomorrow we're going to watch how Hopewell Chin'ono reacts when he's on the spot. So he's going to be on the spot. And I see someone asking a question here. It's 5 p.m. UK time. Okay, now it has changed. Let me show you. It says 6 p.m. and it says 5 p.m. So I guess, let me share it again so that you guys can understand. This is the screenshot, right? Apologies there. This is the screenshot. That's Ango Jed Belts. You can go on Twitter. If he has not blocked you, you'll see this. He says, join me on the 25th of August for this conversation with the Dead Hope. Time is 5 p.m. UK time. And then here it says tomorrow at 6 p.m. Right, you can see that. So it says 6 p.m. It means UK time is 1 hour ahead of me, not 2. I don't know what has happened. I always thought the UK was 2 hours ahead of me. but it's crazy. That's how it is. 6 p.m. tomorrow, I'll be streaming this thing live here, and I'll be giving you guys commentary, what I think. And you know that I've got great respect for both Nelson Chamisa and for Hopewell Chin'ono. I cannot choose between the two guys, unfortunately. Chamisa, I've been supporting Chamisa during elections since when? Since 2018, since before he became a candidate. And Hopewell Chin'ono, I've followed Hopewell Chin'ono ever since he started to gain prominence. And obviously, myself, I've been in the mix with a lot of people, including Hopewell. There are times when people thought me and Hopewell were fighting, but it's actually not true. I never fight anyone. My only interest in life is to bring out the truth and to bring out reality so that all of you guys can understand. So tomorrow is a drama, and we're all going to be watching. What I do not understand is some Zimbabweans would think that when someone says they want to say something, they must then be beaten up and they must be held down and they must be covered up. I don't think that is right. That is the ZANU-PF of Herbert Chitepo school of ideology kind of thinking, and I don't believe it. And Hopewell Chin'ono has came out and slammed Zimbabweans. You can go and check it out on his platforms. He says Zimbabweans has been going to different embassies. Every time he travels, he writes letters to those embassies, making all sorts of wild allegations. So those are the kind of things that I think should stop. I don't know where the hatred between people comes from, but this is what has been happening. So tomorrow is a drama, and today I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to be back tomorrow as we analyze this whole topic. It's going to be very, very interesting. Now let's look at the comments. Mgoma says, Gamakwe, Chikanza and Hopo, put your differences aside and bring your ideas together. Zimbabwe are divided. That's why ZANU-PF is ruling us by force. I don't have any differences with Chikanza, with Hopo, or with Gamba. Like myself, I love everybody. And guys, I've got nothing to lose. There are people that have stabbed me in the back. Like people I literally helped. And they came and stabbed me in the back. And some of them, they know themselves. I spent hours talking to someone and I thought we were going along very, very well. And one day they just turn against me and I don't understand it. Like I feel so hurt. Like someone I thought understood what it was all about. But this is only for girls. If you're a man, I don't mind. It's only the girls that hurt me. Like if I'm talking to a lady who is a journalist, and I think we're going along and we're understanding each other and we're aligned, and then suddenly she turns against me. That is bad. For the guys, I don't really mind. What will I do if you don't like me? Then Goma Philip says, yes, people like to blame game. This is Chamisa. This is Mnangagwa. Instead of participating, we're blaming. Yes, we have to stand up and a new order needs to come up. We are not just going to have what has been there before. So going into the future, we need a new thing. And that new thing must give us a developed Zimbabwe. Currently, Zimbabwe is behind the most underdeveloped country in Southern Africa. We need to stand up and make our country work. And the 50-year strategy that I've been proposing, 2 hours between Bulawayo and Harare, a high-speed rail, it's gaining momentum. Everyone knows that is the way to go. Planned city in the Victoria Falls, tourism-based economy. Those are the kind of things that we need to be talking about. A train to Gokwe. Imagine if you get into a train, you pass through Gokwe, you go to Victoria Falls. You go into a train, you're in Zambia, Lusaka, within 3 hours. You're in Johannesburg within 4.5 hours. Those are the kind of things that we want. Highly connected country where there's a currency that works. That is what we want. And it's going to happen in our lifetime. But before that, there must be dialogue. After dialogue, we must have a transitional authority. Very interesting to me. I can wake up when I'm asleep and tell you about my thoughts on these topics. Any last comments here? Journalists enjoy fueling the fire to gain more supporters, which is what is happening there. That is why this Hopewell is being advertised for us to watch on Ango Jed. Ango Jed. I love Ango Jed. They used to like broadcast this other girl, like long back. I don't know what happened to her. and what was the relationship over there. So maybe she's doing something somewhere else, but I haven't seen her with him in a while. Or maybe I'm talking about someone else. I thought they used to do like a family thing, like. So please, if someone knows what happened to Ango Jet and the girl that he used to broadcast with him, let me know. I don't know. I'm actually like, I follow his shows when there's something big, but most times I'm just too busy myself to follow. Then Mkoma teacher says, Hopo Wapo ndiye angatonzi can have information which can bring down Chamisa, as you say. He sold his house in Harare before leaving Zimbabwe. No one wants to bring Chamisa down. I don't think that's the intention. I think the intention here is to bring reality to the supporters of Chamisa. Hopo has made it clear that is no longer part of the CCC. He's not interested in the CCC. He's a journalist and he's not interested in anything to do with politicians. And that time when he was being visited by Chamisa at his house, that was the time. I remember I said to you guys, Chamisa at one point contemplated making Hopo the spokesperson of himself. Right now, Chamisa doesn't have a spokesperson. So anyone can just speak and say, Chamisa said, I must say this. You can see Mpananzi speaking over there, Mafume is speaking there, Woshmi Ngube, everyone just speaks. There was no spokesman. If Hopo had become a top spokesperson in Chamisa's party, that party was going to survive. We need strong people around Chamisa. Currently, there's no one strong around Chamisa. Young guys like Ostalos, I don't know, I don't want to say a lot, but they're not able to take the position that Hopo can take. If Hopo was to become a spokesperson for the CC or for Chamisa's party, that would be amazing. So that is what people would want, for Hopo to be in that position. Just like when Mahere was the spokesperson. It's like having two presidents. So if Mahere was to go into a meeting, she would command the same respect as if Chamisa was around. It's like if Gambako enters a room. Someone phoned me and they were so mad. They were saying, Gambako, why are you so full of yourself? I'm not full of myself, guys. I'm just a guy who doesn't let things go. Do you see that I'm here every day? Do you think I don't have a bed? Like I could just go and sleep at exactly 8 o'clock and wake up at 8 o'clock. I sleep at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. In fact, I sleep at 10 o'clock and I wake up at 3 o'clock every single day because I've got so much love for our country of Zimbabwe. Now let's go to Mkoma Wasu. Thank you very much for this information. Andy Jenny is his wife. I don't see them broadcasting together anymore. I used to see them doing some love thing together. So they used to have lots of views on Facebook. That was always surprising to me, like Uncle Jed and Andy Jenny. They had an amazing, huge following on love affairs on Facebook. Now I think it's there's another kid and his wife who are so popular. The ones who were sued by Munetsi, right? Those guys are so popular. Like they would do a little skit and you find 1 million views on that thing. And they're just walking around in a room. They're not even talking or doing anything. The Zimbabwean social media is crazy. But I love it. I love it because that is how it should be. You should not be like Mnangagwa, who, if someone says anything about him, he's going to find like the biggest CIOC, find that guy and kill him. That is what they do over there, Mnangagwa. Even Chamisa Wacho does not have a political party. If I may ask my brother, no, Chamisa doesn't have a political party. But where we're going, it's not about political parties. Chamisa said it today. There is a big change coming, and everyone must play a part, and everyone must stand out and be counted, including Anna Hopo. They are going to play a big part in the future, including all the people that you know. They're going to play a big part in the future. The guys that are not going to play a big part are the guys that go to Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. These guys over here, you will never see them again in politics. They'll probably be members of ZANU, but not opposing politics. You can't see the mayors, the current mayors, including the mayor of Victoria Falls, is over here, I think. That guy should have said no. Victoria Falls, I love that city. They should not contaminate it with this kind of activities. So I would like to thank all of you for watching. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing week. So tomorrow we're going to keep it up with that meeting, with that live or the stream, or it's not called a stream. What is it called? When you're on Twitter, it's not called a stream. It's called something else. So Hopewell Chin'ono at 6 p.m. Zimbabwe time, Ango Jet, we're going to all look at it and see how Chin'ono accounts for himself when he's put under pressure, because he's going to be asked questions. Let's see if he manages. Say, Gambako, nothing like Hopewell is not strong. Let him start his own party. You see that is not strong. Let me tell you something. Do not challenge a guy like Hopewell to form a party. It's going to be dangerous because if he forms a party, he's going to have supporters. Hopewell Chin'ono is not a guy that you can say he's got zero supporters. Chamsia and Hopewell, they work better together in the same direction. If Chamsia gets Hopewell forming a party, Gambako forming a party, Chikanza forming a party, Mahere forming a party, you see all these people, he won't win. And what we want is for him to win the elections. Don't make these challenges that Hopewell must form his own party. If Hopewell forms his party and he puts Mandaza and he puts whoever else and he puts all the other people, Chamsia will find it harder to win the elections. That's not what we want. And I don't encourage people who make those things, who make those statements. There's currently someone who is running a campaign, right, in the UK, to say, don't listen to anyone who is speaking against Chamsia. And it's rather sad, because those are the ZANU-PF tendencies. If anyone speaks against me, destroy that guy, annihilate him, take him out, don't let him come back. That is what the kind of things that we were talking about. What I would suggest is, let Hopewell say what he wants to say, and then tomorrow let's digest what he said. Let's not say Hopewell form your own party. That is a bad statement. To me, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth to hear someone saying, Kuti, if you want to talk anything against Chamsia, you must form your own party. To me, it sounds more like the ZANU-PF Herbert Chitepo school of ideology kind of thinking. So I'd like to thank all of you. I've already said goodbye. I'll see you again in the morning, 5 a.m. every day. Gambako Media streams the news, all the news from around the country. Please go and have a look at the stories that we did this morning. Taguire's world skyrockets after the Zig crashes. Taguire's world has increased by 7 times in the past 6 months because of the Zig crash. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and a good night.